Nestlé provides you with tastier and healthier everyday choices to enhance your quality of life. Nestlé, good food, good life.
Eating disorders are a complex condition which require extensive and multidisciplinary treatment. At the IMANI clinic in Cape Town, a team of professionals constructs individual treatment plans for each unique patient.
Tell us how a patient that's suffering from an eating disorder and that needs treatment can benefit from the IMANI program.
IMANI is specifically tailored to work with eating disorders because we provide containment on both the behavioral and the emotional level. And how we do that is that we have things like locking the bathrooms after meals for an hour and a half so that bulimics can't go purge. We have staff members in the kitchen at all times, monitoring how much people are dishing. And then part of the program is then targeting those destructive behaviors and stopping them and helping people stop them, and then actually going to the underlying issues of why they're acting out on an eating disorder.
How do you get sufferers to rekindle their relationship with food, a healthy relationship?
Well, we have dietitians that consult on the team, and they help people to regulate what they eat, and then also to find a healthy balance in terms of what are healthy portions. Frequently with sufferers of anorexia and bulimia, just starting off with the basic of a portion size, what is a healthy meal, and the nuts and bolts of healthy nutrition. Frequently the illness has distorted their perception of what is good to eat and what isn't.
Explain the evolution or the life cycle of a patient's time here at the centre.
When a client arrives, they've usually come from a primary treatment centre, which is a hospitalisation really. So as they come out of the primary care, they come to us for secondary care. We work a full day program, which seems to help, and they stay here because a lot of the time what will happen if on the outpatient basis is that you start working through all the groups and you start looking at the underlying issues, and then they need to act out in the evening. So with them here, they're still contained and they're safe. Then after that, what we find is that the clients need continuation of treatment. They need extended care because as they're going out into the world, they're starting to face new challenges which they've never faced before. And then after that, we do provide outpatient, which is where clients actually have got so far that they're able to stay on their own. But they still need a little bit of containment. They still need a little bit of feedback and just really the relationship in their life of people that care for them and that are, really edging them on and shouting behind them and motivating them. So it's really a stepping down process or a phasing out process where we help the clients from the beginning move out to actually live full and free and happy lives.
Treatment for an eating disorder can be a long process, and it's a journey both for the patient as well as their friends and family, whose support is invaluable.
I'm here to find out all about your story. So where did it all begin for you?
I was 11 when I first got sick. It was after my grandmother died, and I didn't cope very well with her death. And so I started restricting my food. When I was at university, I was studying medicine, and it was extremely pressurized. I wanted to be the best, and I wanted to do everything. But my eating got worse and worse, and until the point at which my mother noticed and said, she pulled me out of med school, basically. And I went to the doctor, and then that very day I went into the hospital and I collapsed.
How did you know that it was beyond your control and that you needed help?
I felt like I couldn't eat, even though obviously I physically could. I completely felt out of control, like this thing in my head was bigger than I was, and I just couldn't allow myself to eat. Yes, I was completely out of control. I was in hospital. I didn't want to die, and yet I was very close to death at one point in particular. And still I wouldn't allow myself to eat. With my parents, I started researching treatment abroad, and we came up with South Africa as an affordable way of getting treatment and a different approach. So I came out here. I needed primary care first, so I went to a hospital to get my weight stabilized. And then I came to IMANI, and I've been at IMANI now for 2.5 years.
Do you think that eating disorders are more common than people think?
Yes, I definitely think that eating disorders are more common than people think, especially since a lot of the eating disorders are hidden. It's not always anorexia, which is noticeable. Maybe someone has bulimia and they look like they're a normal weight and no one knows what's going on inside, and that can be just as dangerous or even more so. So I definitely would advise people to seek help immediately.
Nestlé provides you with tastier and healthier everyday choices to enhance your quality of life. Nestlé, good food, good life.